Right. So it's 5:30 on Mother's Day. We had a pretty wet weekend. Rained all day yesterday. Didn't have any time. I was doing Mother's Day stuff today. I did check on these during the week, and they are really agitated. They should have made queens. They should be about mated right about now. There was no queen cells left. They were torn open, but they were really ticked. So I don't know. I do have super DFM. I was thinking of moving this queen castle off. Don't know yet. We'll check this one first, get the smoker on them. Basically just doing swarm control today, adding supers. So this one has been really, I split this one early. It really hobbled it. I don't know if it ever re-queened. We'll see. They're definitely getting some action. Oh yeah, I see lots of brood in there actually. I don't even have to open it up. There is, it does look like this one's a little spotty. I want to check this one real quick. The other one looks like a full slab. Alright, no queen cells. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's hatching out, see.
This right here. Not too bad. Some drones in there. Doesn't look bad. It is ready.
Right here. Not too bad. Some drones in there. Doesn't look bad. It is ready for a second box. It did re-queen, so that's good. So let's get some super DFM second box. I'm actually gonna cheat this. It's a brand new box with all new frames. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take two of these undrawn frames and I'm gonna put these in the bottom, pull two up, put those two in the middle like this. So I'm gonna take the one I just had, I'm gonna pull it up, if I can get it. There we go. Pull that one up there. One more. The queen might or might not be on there, but it don't matter. Yeah, this thing's gonna be laid out pretty fast. And there is a lot of brood in here. I should probably do some swarm check real quick. Swarm cells. Look at that, that's laid out both sides. The next one's not laid out. So I'm gonna move this in. I take one of my frames, put it in the middle, and I'll draw that out, and I'll take the other one, put it here. You just never want to leave an orphan. You can split like that, but you can't see how there's 1, 2, 3 drawn out frames with lots of bees on it. So that's what you need. You need many frames together for the heat this time of year. You can get away with more stuff later in the season. No, darn it. See what I'm forgetting? My super DFM. Grab that super DFM. The reason I'm doing this super DFM is I had some slow growth, and I did buy the stuff. It was a $100 bag, so I'm getting my use out of my $100 bag, I guess. Fair enough. Don't want to drop it. I dropped it once and spilled some on the ground. $100 bag and all. I get this. There we go. Always something. Still going. Make sure I'm lined up, because I'm not. These boxes aren't completely square. Oh, I just gotta get it where it's not gonna let bees in and out. This side's a little loose. I don't know whether it's the bottom one or the top one that's off, but that's good enough. Alright, then I take this, lit it, hopefully. I'll have no problem drawing that out. We're starting a good flow here, so that'd be good. Now here's the mad one. I'm deciding what I want to do with that. I just seen a wasp go into the wrong. This third one here is empty, and I just saw a wasp go into it. It kind of sucks. I'm thinking about it. I could actually. Is it a wasp or was it a bee with It'd be funny if a swarm went in there. I saw a bee with pollen actually, but it could have been one from this box. There was nothing in it a few days ago. It definitely needs super DFM. I want to give these another day or two, and then they're ready to go into nuke boxes if they've made it properly. So I don't know, but I don't want it to swarm on bottom either, because that one's been under there for 2 weeks. I haven't pulled that off, or did I? I don't know. Decisions. I'll think about it while I do some others. I'm also looking today for some, I got another queen castle, but this is not the kind that goes on top of a hive because it's starting to get a little warmer. It's just a normal queen castle. So if I can, I'd like to start that. So let's go over here and see. I guess I'll get these two first. Oh. Inflate that a little. Alright, let's see what we got. I gotta take off this reducer if it's looking good. It's looking not too bad. I see. Decent. Is there any, see a lot of empty space up here too, so it's still got some room. Pull this one out. Still got honey, so that's crazy. They still got room too, I can see. Let's go to the middle. Nothing. Oh, this is, I see some drone. That's not great. Oh, now look at that beautiful pattern. That's a nice pattern. It's definitely laid out. There's actually fresh eggs, so that means there's a queen. They are ready for a honey super. The question is, do I want to try to do a section of that queen castle? I might. That doesn't look so hot, but that doesn't mean a thing. So this has got nectar in those empty spots and stuff. This happens. They're getting a little nectar bomb. They need a honey super for sure. There's no, yeah, this one's definitely able to take the reducer off. Yeah, that's a nice one too. Look at that nice frame. I mean, it's got a lot of shotgun, but if you look close, that's nectar in there. They're loading it already. So before the queen could lay, as soon as they hatch, she's laying. It's not a bad frame. Worth reproducing. All right, so what do I want to do? That's a good question. What do I want to do? The one had eggs on it. We'll go a little farther off and see if we got just eggs over here. All right, this has got some old mold. Get rid of that old mold. I'll just draw that out. Nothing there to speak of. Now we cleaned it up a little for him. This one looks good. I don't see any eggs or larvae on that side. Let's see the other side. They're starting to pack it with nectar. Not much though. If I want to get that queen castle going, I gotta pull. Alright, so this is a good brood frame, but it doesn't have many bees on it. It's got some capped. It's got a whole lot of brood. There are 1 to 3 day old. So if you look, there's 1 to 3 day old in there. I don't know if you are able to see it. I don't see any eggs standing up. I see commas, which is good enough. I'd like to see an egg. Alright, sketchy. Go in one more. And I want more bees on it. See, this one's got everything I need. It's got bees, it's got eggs, larvae. I'll need a resource frame to get it going. I have that one laying in there. So yeah, this will work. I just got to double, triple check for that queen. It can be cagey sometimes. I don't see the queen. Push this back together. I took 2 frames out of here, so I gotta put 2 back. I'll move this one in. Move these 2 to the outside. I'll move them to the outside, and then I'll later move them in the middle after they build out a little bit. So there. They've got a lot of brood. It looks like it's going to explode. I'm going to put a medium on it. Now this medium I'm putting on it, it's not the most ideal. It's undrawn comb, but it'll give them a place to go. There you go, Super DFM. Got the excluder. Now with this Super DFM, I wouldn't put it on if it had a drawn out honey super and they were going to start loading it right away, because this one's all bare frames. They'll eat up that DFM before they start filling the super, so we're okay. And it's not like it'll kill anything, it's just, you know, good practice. Put this lid on and weight it. They might not do anything with that top. It might just sit there for a while, but better to have it sitting there with extra space if they need it. There we go. That one's good. Now we need 2 more queen castle spots. So this one was queenless. I'm pretty much just checking this one. So I put a honey super on it. They haven't done much with it. It's got an excluder too. You can see this one. There's my brood nest. Let's hope. Well, the question is, this one's swarmed. It might be too early to even check. I'm going to pull 1 frame just to see if there's any eggs or larvae. I think it's swarmed. Oh, I still see some capped. Depends how far that queen cell was. Yeah, I'm going to leave it alone. They're not too mad, which is a good sign. I'm going to give it some Super DFN and move on from this one. I don't want to accidentally destroy one of their queen cells because I only left a couple in here. because they still have brood. They're not getting frisky yet. They're still hatching out, so I'm fairly certain they got a while here. But 1 week ago, it had some decent looking queen cells. Yeah, this one's been slow going this year. I got a little gap over there with that. I'll seal that up. It's pretty little. This rock. These are just field stones. I could probably reduce any entrance reducers I can remove, like this one. Well, let's check it out first. Alright, looking in here. It's partially. But it's got a lot of space here. Let's pull this one up. This is a nice frame for laying. There's nothing in it. I'll move that to the middle maybe. This one, nothing in it. It looks like there might have been a queen cup. If you look, this queen cup here, right here, might have been a queen cup. Might have swarmed. I did catch one swarm over here. My smoker's not really going. Oh, well, it's got... Alright. So here, I got some brood, but nothing super new. It's a decent pattern. And this is up top. This pattern ain't as decent. This is one of those wonky frames. I do see a couple of chalky brood. That's not great, but we'll see. We'll see the bottom board in a minute. Alright, this one looks great. There's eggs. She's there. She's laying. Alright, I'm going to take that one that looks good, put it right next to that. Make sure I don't have another one with eggs. Oh, that's pollen, so that'll work out. Although it's got a little wonky piece. I'm going to fix that. It's that wonky piece of comb. There we go. Yes. Nothing laid in here. It's got some weight to it. Alright, so this is a good candidate for the Super DFM. Problem is there's not much space. I'm going to kind of drop it a little bit. It's not quite ready for, well, you know, I should probably, like the other one, I should probably put the Super DFM down lower. Yeah, there's room down here, better room down here. So I'll put it down here. Let me clean up this little bit of comb. Squash bee. There we go. These guys are still working off winter. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames that have nothing still here. There's a little bit of pollen patty that's even a little moldy. I'll get rid of that. Actually, they say feeding pollen is good for a little chalk brood, but I only saw a very little bit. I'm going to pull the entrance reducer and see what we got. Get my stick. See if any mummies come out. Go really slow so I don't tick off the bees. There are no mummies, so it's minimal. These things happen this time of year. Alright, so we got this little bit of wax. Put away the Super DFM tools. I leave my entrance reducers out here. Alright, so now all I have to do is trim up the grass front around. These look pretty good. I might come back with the weed whacker this week, but I coach middle school track, so I'm pretty busy. Okay, so I'm going to show you this queen castle that I set up in the previous video and show you how it's looking. So on this queen castle, here is the queen castle. I have just a piece of metal weighing it down over here. Bees are coming in and out the side. Let me get a little close up there with the bees. And then bees are coming in and out of the front. Of course, they're barely doing it when I'm filming here. Let me get a little closer. You can see them in there. And bees are coming in and out of this side as well. So if you recall, what I did was I took a frame of eggs with some cat brood as well, and I put it in each one. I actually pulled down the edge of the cell like you would with a on the spot queen rearing frame, and then I put them in there. The middle section on this particular queen castle is a 2-framer, and the 2 outsides are 3-framers, and they have double screen boards between them, so they do share heat. Because we're still in May in Michigan, and overnights are getting better where they're in the 50s, but occasionally they'll dip down, and technically we might get 40, even high 30s, but we should be past frost. These 2 splits right here were actually started with queen castles, and they should be ready to go because I waited for the queens to be split and laying, and then I put them in these split boxes, and I added a few resources, a few bees to beef them up, and they should be actually ready to sell in less than a week because I started them in the queen castle. So this will hopefully turn out to be, and this one will turn out to be 3 colonies or 3 nukes for sale with little investment. So that's it for the queen castles. Beautiful day in Michigan. It's Sunday, let's see, the 19th, I think. And I got some, just to give you a little walkthrough, I got over here, I got some nukes over here. So these 2 nukes, one of them's ready to go, the other one close to ready to go. And then I got another nuke over there ready to go, and so we're moving along. Springtime in Michigan.